Okay, so we worked on if we can like kind of find the hip and then break his lock. That's ideal. Like number one, if we can go hand in the pocket, cut, great. Number two, if he gets his hands locked and we can roll his wrists on a hip bone, great too. Another option here, say for whatever reason, I just can't get his lock broken. Maybe I got it to the hip and I just can't get it. Or he got to the side, he beat me, and don't do it yet, but if he lifts me here, we can go into our Granby. You have to be ready to do this. And I would recommend trying to practice it kind of slowly because you can hurt yourself. I have a friend that dove on his neck once and he's never been the same since. I joke, but at the same time, you do have to be kind of careful. Just make sure you know how to do the Granby on the ground before you're trying to do it from standing position. So, say Tony gets out to the side and he does lift. As I'm coming down, I want my foot to hit before I go into the roll. I'm not going to just start rolling because what'll happen is I'll just land flat on my back or on my neck. I need to drive off that toe first. So for me, it's going to be my inside foot. So Tony lifts me. As I come down, my foot hits, and then I'm going to dive right into my Granby as I'm coming the rest of the way, and then we're going to turn and cut. But it is important that I hit that foot first. I'm not going to demonstrate the way to do it wrong because it'll hurt. Especially because these mats aren't very hard, and I wouldn't do it anyway because I'm old. So, again, he gets out to the side. He beat me. I couldn't break his lock. He lifts. As he lifts, my foot hits immediately into that Granby, turn, face, ready to wrestle. And one thing that's good about this, you'll get some guys that can follow you there, that'll keep their hands locked. If they do, we can go into our Peterson like we did before. But a lot of times just the momentum, you have so much more force behind the Granby because he lifted you up, you're coming back down. It's really hard for somebody to hold on there. So one more time here. He lifts, I come down, my foot hits, drive off this foot, kick over in my stance, ready to face him and wrestle from here. So not a ton of technique here that we didn't already go over. Remember that we aren't rolling across our back, going across our shoulders. Let me try towards the camera. I don't know if I have enough room or not, but he lifts, the foot comes down, rolling across our shoulder blades, turning, facing, ready to wrestle. It is a timing thing. Play around with it. Again, you don't want to roll if your foot can't get to the ground because you need to be able to drive off it to get the momentum. Otherwise, you are just going to kind of land either on your neck or on your back, and all of your weight just coming down like that. It can hurt. So. Play around with it, take it nice and slow at first, and in general, it's a great way to get your escape against a guy who's got a really good lock, or if he beats you to the lift, just be ready when you're coming down, touch that foot, drive off it, and go into your grip.